When my dad died, he left behind two daughters in Mexico underage, one being 17 and one almost 15. How did I open up to caring about them, being that I shared with you guys that I didn't care to have a relationship with them at one point? When I didn't care to have a relationship with them, I was very young. I was in my late teens, and all we had known all our lives was my dad as our dad. My brother, my sister, and I, all we knew of our dad was our dad as our dad. So the concept of sharing him with somebody else or him having other children from a person that we didn't know didn't sit well with us. And he never pushed that narrative on us. He never forced us to know them. He never showed us pictures, nothing. It was two separate worlds. They live in Mexico, we live here in the United States. He has two lives, one that we know nothing about over there and one that we're involved in heavily here. That's all we knew. But then fast forward to being in my 30s and then finally taking this trip to Mexico. My dad had always wanted to have all his kids together in a trip in Mexico. So I finally was able to take the trip literally 1 year, exactly 1 year before his death. And I got to meet his other daughters. And once I became an adult and I'm a mother, obviously, and I'm in my late 30s and I've experienced life, I realized that they have no fault. It's not their fault. They didn't choose to be born. They didn't choose to be here. They didn't choose to get put in this type of situation. It's not their fault. And what kind of person would I be to block them out or to act like they don't exist when we had the same dad? Like, we had the same dad, sangre de mi sangre, in half at the very least, you know? What kind of person would I be to act like they're irrelevant when they look like him, when they talk like him, and obviously it took a lot of maturity, it took growth. Obviously I couldn't be this person in my late teens. This is not who I was then. But with life and evolution and experience and motherhood, I was able to open up my heart and understand how life just happens and things work out a certain way, and I can be receptive to what our situation was. And I'm sad that my dad didn't know how to do that on his own, and I feel like he just didn't have the tools to be able to confine us or to be able to talk to us through it. But I'm just happy that my brother, my sister, and I have such big hearts to be okay now, especially in his absence. So yeah.